Pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, and again to Edwards-Helaire.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And out across midfield down to the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To the right side, it's Kelce. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense, but the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
Mahomes now on first down.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We're scoreless after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to... Going out of bounds.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
And that is incomplete.
Marquise Brown was the intended target.
And now it's second down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock at 3. We'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second and a yard, Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third and short.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Nice move at the 40. And he's got this down to the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
No, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action now. Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final try for Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.